These are my delicious homemade peanut butter cups with layers of chocolate, gooey peanut butter, even more chocolate on top. It is a match made in heaven. Let's make them. Okay, so this recipe is super simple. All it takes is 4 ingredients. So we're going to start by melting half our chocolate over a double boiler. And that's going to take a couple minutes, give it a little stir until everything is melted away. Okay, so once that's all melted, take it off the heat. And then what we're going to do is pour it into a jug, because this just makes it a lot easier when we're pouring it into our cupcake tins. And then what you're going to do is fill up your cupcake tins. So I've got 12 cupcake molds here, which I've filled with these little paper cups. And what we're going to do is just fill up the bottom of each, just a tiny bit, tap it out, and then we are done. And then top up your final one. And then what you're going to do is you're going to give each tray a little tap, and this is going to flatten out that chocolate so you don't have uneven layers to your peanut butter cups. Then do the second one. And then these go in the freezer for about 15 minutes just to set up, and we can make our peanut butter mixture. So while our chocolate is in the freezer, what I'm going to do is whip up the peanut butter mixture, which is so simple to make. I've got some icing sugar in there, which I'm just going to sieve to get out any lumps. And then I'm going to add in some really soft peanut butter and then a tad of unsalted butter. And we're just going to mix this together, and that's all it takes. Just get a wooden spoon, get a spatula, mix these little bits together until all that icing sugar is mixed in. And then we're left with this smooth peanut butter paste, which is exactly what we're looking for. We can pop that to one side while we wait for our chocolate in the freezer. Okay, so these have come out the freezer, and you can see, you'll be able to tell they're done because they're kind of touch dry. There's no chocolate left on my finger, they're completely frozen. So, we've got a peanut butter mixture that we made. And what you're going to do is just take 2 teaspoons. You want about half a teaspoon per chocolate peanut butter cup, and you just want to scrape that in. And you can top it up if you don't think you have enough, but just go with half a teaspoon for now. And once you've got the final one on, pop your spoons out, and then you want to give these a tap, just like we did with the chocolate. Okay, and once you bang those and they're completely flat, you'll see the peanut butter spread out. Those go back in the freezer again for another 10-15 minutes until that is solidified. Okay, so these are out of the freezer. They're nice and set again. And I've melted the remaining part of my chocolate, and we're going to do exactly the same process as before. Pour it on top, tap it out, freeze it, and then we are done. So again, a little layer going on top of each little bit of peanut butter. Just pop that on. We'll tap it all out to get it flat again, and then we are done. Give it a tap. Once we tap those all out, the chocolate's nice and flat. They go back in the freezer for another 10-15 minutes. So these have come out the freezer now. They look absolutely delicious. And all you've got to do is unwrap this paper, and you are left with this lovely little peanut butter cup, which you can stack up. Okay, now we're just going to pop them on a plate. Just pick them up. You want to gently kind of stack them around your plate. So here we have it, our gorgeous peanut butter cups. We've got that gooey peanut butter center running through the middle, lovely chocolate shine on top. This is absolutely perfect to have at the weekend and just have them in the freezer whenever you need a little sweet treat. You've got to make them.